Welcome back. Now let's find out how to manage the start of multiple containers. The Docker command is a flexible foundational tool. However, if you want to run multiple containers and ensure that the run commands or configurations are persistent, it's better to use Docker Compose. Docker Compose uses a YAML file to define multiple aspects such as build instructions, container configurations, volumes, and network settings. For example, instead of running the demo application as command, we can create a Docker Compose YAML file with the same options. This defines the service, demo, our Docker container, with image, volumes, environment parameters, and network settings. To start the service, we need to run the command Docker Compose -f and the YAML file name with option up for starting. Other options are down for stopping, build to create an image, -d for detach mode, and the service name if you want to react on a dedicated service defined in the file. First, switch to the directory containing the YAML file, then start the container defined in it. With shortcut Ctrl+C, we can stop the container. To start in detach mode, the option D is used, and with down it can be stopped. The up command will reuse the image and last container if there was no change since last run. With the option force recreate, you can force to get a new container. Let us now set up a small scenario, starting from a standalone application. First, we want to bring this into Docker. Then the usage of a standard Postgres image and an addition central Postgres container, which could be in the cloud, should be added. For access restriction, we create a remote web server in a DMZ. So this could be the target architecture. For easy handling, I share my project via volume. Use a WinCC OA server image, a smaller remote image, and twice the standard Postgres image. The cloud one have its own data volume for the database. Because I have created my WinCC OA project under Windows, I cannot use my Postgres database in Docker because this is not compatible. Let's remove the local Postgres folder, which will be recreated by our NGA. To run the application Docker example_ed in a single container, we create the YAML file, defining the service name WinCC OA, build and image information, using our licensed server and running our project mounted via volume. To allow a remote GATE PARA connection from my host and Web UI connection via browser, we specify the ports. Start the Docker Compose and let's connect to the application via Web UI. We start a simple simulation and have a look. Postgres backend has been connected successfully. As next task, let's move the Postgres service, which runs currently on the WinCC OA server, to a separate standard Postgres 16 container. Let's stop the database, deactivate the auto start, and change location setting to Postgres server instead of localhost. First, database connection host is Postgres, the name of our service, using the standard port 15432. Then, disable automatic startup. Third, stop any running containers. Fourth, in the YAML file, define the Postgres service using the Postgres 16 image. Mount the project's PostgreSQL data folder as a volume and set the PG data environment variable accordingly. Finally, start Docker Compose using the remote PostgreSQL instance. On startup of the Postgres container, we see that it does not have the sufficient user permission for our volume. So, we must grant the permission. Therefore, we log in into Postgres container to read the user ID of the Postgres user and change the owner of the database folder to the Postgres user ID. Our remote Postgres is running. Now let's add another central Postgres instance. This could be located somewhere else, for example in the cloud. We create a new service Postgres could and define a dedicated volume. We start the new Postgres Cloud container via Docker Compose Up, starting a bash for the WinCC OA container end. Use the SQL interface to import the WinCC OA scheme into our simulated Postgres Cloud database. Now we want to use our new archive. Therefore, let's start a remote para or GATE. In the config file, we have defined the local network adapter, and on starting the container, we have shared the ports for data and event manager connection. Now, create a new database backend connection for the Cloud Postgres. The profile has to be PostgreSQL. Database connection will be done via Postgres Cloud on standard port 5432. User is ETM and password ETM #123. Execution file for the backend is Postgres and db.database is WinCC OA. Deactivate automatic management and activate the connection. Create a new archive group. Use the new archive group to archive our values. Start a remote para to configure the new archive group on the simulated data point elements. We are configuring it on the master data point and apply it to all instances. Let's start the value simulation, which will result in archive data being stored in both PostgreSQL instances. If we deactivate the archive connection to PostgreSQL, we will only see historical data from our cloud PostgreSQL instance. This means we will miss the previously simulated values that were generated before the cloud database was operational. Once we reactivate the PostgreSQL archive connection, historical values from both instances will become available again. For security reasons, we want to deploy a dedicated web server in the DMZ. To achieve this, we can run a lightweight remote manager container that acts as a secure interface between external clients and the internal system. The remote web server configuration will be done in progs and config file, which needs to be mounted via volume to the remote manager container. To make it easy for deployment, I will create separated the config and log folders for this container in our project folder. We will mount them with different name into the container and share the data folder via volume. Since the rest of the project is not needed in this container, we can use an empty project folder structure. Here are the changes to be done. The config file defines the data and event host of the WinCC OA server. So between the Docker container, it is the service name WinCC OA as defined in the compose file. The progs file defines to start only the web server and dashboard managers. We use the project folder structure of an empty project and mount the config, data, and log folder into the new container. We will stop the dashboard server and move it to the web server progs file. In Docker Compose YAML file, we add the service web server, mounting an own config and log folder and the data folder via volume. And we map the WebSocket server ports from 8000s to 9000s to clearly separate them from the other web server. In the web server config file, the data and event host needs to be defined. In addition, the progs files need to be updated, stopping and setting the dashboard script on the main server to manual start. adding automatic starting dashboard and web client scripts on the DMZ web server, restarting the Docker Compose, and connect the browser to the DMZ web server UI via HTTPS port 9843. Finally, our example architecture has been built now.